think that it's time to just how you made me feel. I miss your kiss and your tender touch. That lets me know your love is real. You take away my emptiness. That I feel inside. I think you know it's you I need. And that's something I just can't know. If you're with me, girl, you're with me. Every step of the way. If you're gonna be by my side, I wanna keep on loving you for the rest of my life, baby. Oh, baby, 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 baby.
And that was Are You Lonely for me, Rude Boys. Shout out to the Smoothcation Experience team for creating this amazing playlist for a team guide due to the launch of our Big Black TT brand. I love this playlist. It's literally my go-to every other day now. I listen to it. I love up on it. And I'm always telling John, Mr. Krasky, please check him out on LinkedIn. John Krasky. He's amazing. He's the smoothest guy I know. Literally curates the best, smoothest playlist. And he created this one for us. And it's just an amazing playlist. And I really, really love it. So please show him some love if you can on Spotify or check him out on Apple as well as LinkedIn as well. With that said, we have a special guest today on this lovely Friday. Shout out to Dot Long, my girl. She said I'm jamming, loving the music. Thank you, Dot. Hope you're well. I see you killing it on Clubhouse, Dot, doing your marketing thing, always doing crazy things. Today I'm talking to my homie Johnathan. Man, this guy, look, he's making graphic design more accessible to those who help others. And he's actually building a really interesting freelance marketplace, but that makes your life easier if you need someone to help you with that new graphic, that new media spin, that new marketing campaign, whatever it is. Johnathan helps you out with that. He's the chief marketing officer and co-founder of Penji, an on-demand graphic design service that is fast, simple, and affordable. And he's a Philly man. He's a Philly man, man. Joel Embiid. Joel Embiid is one of his favorite people, man, and he loves the Philadelphia 76ers. And we're going to talk a little bit about his upbringing in Philly. He's also the host of Blind Entrepreneurship, which is a podcast that has been mentioned as a top business podcast on Apple Podcasts and downloaded over 100,000 times. That's a lot of times, y'all. His mission with his podcast and business is to empower the next generation of entrepreneurs so they can too execute their vision to profitability, which is really important, man, because only thing that matters when you're building a venture is customers. Yep, cash, money. So shout out to Johnathan. We're going to definitely have him on. And one of the things you should know is that Penji has actually been named the top startup to watch according to Philadelphia Magazine and mentioned in major publications like Success Magazine, Huffington Post, Forbes, and Inc. Man, dude, I'm excited to talk with Penji because he's a marketing guru. He's someone that really, definitely, literally brings creatives together through his platform. So I'm excited to dive deep with him on the future of work, the freelance economy, and, how does he keep creative? How does he keep inspired in everything that he's doing? Johnathan, what's good, homie?
It's an honor to be here, my friend. Thank you for having me.
It's an honor to have you, man. How are you doing?
It's amazing today. I'm currently looking out of a window that has some snow. It could be worse, right?
Yeah, dude, no, it could definitely be worse, man. As long as you're snowed in, comfortable, right?
Hell yeah, absolutely.
Dude, so tell us a little bit about how long you lived in Philly, and dude, what inspired Penji, man?
So, I've been born and raised in Philly my whole life. I'm 32, so I've been here for my whole life pretty much. Of
Mm.
course, been able to travel. But with Penji, it kind of came about as an accident. We were a digital marketing agency for a while, doing a lot of things in the digital marketing world. We weren't necessarily good at it. We were always told that our graphic design was really good. We would gain clients. We would work with top level professionals. We weren't really the most fulfilled because when you're trying to help people, you want to help as many people as possible. You want to make an impact on very, finite types of people's lives. And when you're not necessarily feeling that level of fulfillment, you need to find a way to change.
Mm.
And so I remember the conversation. I got yelled at. Like it wasn't even like a warranted reasoning. And I was young at the time, or younger, and I think I was like 24, 25. And this guy from Rutgers is just grilling me, laying it on me, like, why isn't this website the way that it is? And I realized that I was underpaid at that time, for the agency, undervalued.
Mm.
And then I then took that we then kind of looked at our business model from there and said, well, we're only helping this guy from Rutgers, this professor that's in charge of this entire entity, but we're not helping the people that are actually going to school.
Mm.
You know, so from there we're just like, what can we do differently? And then we look back at all the feedback. We then interviewed close to 150, 200 people that were our closest friends. We said, if we built this, would you buy it? And this
Mm.
was inevitably Penji. And that was kind of the start of it as a whole. We had some nonprofit initiatives as well, where we were helping our local community with a lot of great things for graphic design. And so we were working with our nonprofit sector, our friends. We built this service, and we started getting feedback from it for the people who initially wanted to sign up and use it. And then from there, it kind of just trickled into what it is today. Just a lot of hard work, a lot of grind, a lot of grit, a lot of sleepless nights, a lot of stressful nights.
Mm.
Um, but we have over 100 plus people. We're doing some amazing things. Thousands of customers. Been able to work with somewhere close to 50 different countries. Like some
Wow.
crazy cool stuff. And I would have never expected that it would have come this fast.
Mm.
I'll be honest, I did expect that it would come, just not this fast. And there's just so much learning and trials and tribulations along the way. So that's kind of like the roundabout high level story of how Penji was started.
Dude, that's amazing, man. Let me ask you, because you all are, really kind of have come at a time and are operating at a time in which, freelancers and people who are designers really need your product. For you, how do you stay creative, man? You mentioned that you all kind of noticed the problems that a lot of creatives and graphic designers were having. So how do you stay creative and inspired in the work that you're doing, man?
Yeah, so a couple of things. So number one, we don't necessarily work from a freelance model
Mm.
because a lot of our team members are employees. So
Mm.
everybody that you interact with on Penji is actually an employee of
Wow.
Penji. And the reason why is because we want to make sure that experience is there, because when you work with a freelancer, potentially, again, not always, so the people that are freelancing right now, please don't trash me. But essentially when you're a freelancer, there are times where you have multiple clients, right? And you the management of that can be relatively difficult. And so what we allow our team members to do is work in one general place, still able to work with multiple customers, but the accessibility of understanding the person that they're talking to is much easier. And that's kind of
Mm.
why we built technology around that. So we have employees that work with us. They're all under the Penji brand, and then they work with our multiple clients, but it's all using technology that we've created in order to communicate with the design to the customer to have a seamless experience. Because that to us was the lacking part. The freelancer at times or the agency would tend to go missing,
Mm.
or they would tend to not respond in the way that you'd want them to, or maybe the delivery times might be a little off, or it might be a little bit longer than you expected. That is entirely managed using our technology. So the question is, how do I stay creative? And I'll be honest, this week in particular,
Yeah.
I'm not the most creative. You know, this is
That's a
this
real
is
stuff.
yeah, and that's why I'm sharing it, because this week I got beat up, man. Like,
Mm,
not even physically, obviously, you know, this is good right so
yeah.
far, but emotionally and mentally, like, yeah, I got hit up pretty bad. And there's a lot of factors that go into it, you know, the business side, personal side. Um, so that question that you asked is actually couldn't be more relevant now. So I would say working out is number one for
Mm.
me. Music, which it seems like we have a very on the same level
Oh,
playing
yeah,
field of
100%.
mutual respect of music. I'm listening to music 24 hours a day pretty much just as background noise. Sometimes I just jam to it because I love it. However, I don't listen to music at the gym, which is completely an oxymoron. But with that said, yeah, I think the gym is probably the most important thing. Um, I'm gonna stick at that because right
Yeah.
now I think I'd have a better answer probably in a week from now. But just because of that, that's been my place I've been going to stay creative. So the gym.
Dude, I love that, man. So, talk to me. You're a CMO with Penji, and you all have a pretty unique culture in terms of how you all operate, man. What are some aspects of Penji's culture that you all have like ensure that are unique to what you all do, man? And as a founder, what's it like, kind of leading an organization?
I think for number one, when you're working with a small group of people, I think it's relatively easy to have a culture that you can vibe with. But I think number one is embrace who you are and where you come from. I think that's incredibly important when it comes to the culture. We are all unapologetically ourselves,
Hmm.
and we promote that within the company. We understand that Penji is just a stepping stone into your career. It may very much so be your livelihood for the rest of your life, but at the same time, we let all of our team members know that we're going to be there for you no matter what. And
Mm.
I think that's incredibly important. Number one. Number two, all of our team members know that our team members are most important and our customers come second. And that mentality is very controversial because your thought process is like, well, you know, customers are paying us, we need them, and we obviously do, but customers will come and go, and we need to make sure that our team is taken care of from a financial standpoint, that they feel safe to come to work, that they are able to make sure that their voice is heard and that their voice matters. And I think myself and my co-founders specifically do a really good job of getting to know literally every single person. Um, a team member got married yesterday,
Oh,
and we celebrated that. And she told us about it 3-4 months ago, and
wow.
we all remembered it, and we all asked her about it. How did it go? Send us pictures. Like, we're gassing her up. And like those types of things are so small on from a micro level, but they are so macro once you're able to make that impact with that individual. And so that to us is that human element allows us to have an amazing company culture, an amazing company. And I can't necessarily say the same for a lot of bigger businesses. You kind of get lost in the weeds a little bit. And that's something that we are very, very strict on, is understanding all aspects. We may not remember everybody, we may not remember everything, but try to do what you can to remember at least one detail about every single person in the company.
Man, dude, it sounds like I would love to work in your culture. One,
Yeah, come on down.
I think you guys are totally building a future of work organization where it's all about the holistic care of people. And I'm sure you and I both have worked in organizations where it was not about that. Shout out to the
True.
homie Devin Mason, who is showing us love from Oakland town. I hope you're still in the town biz, Devin. Welcome, Devin. What's good, Mr. Mason? Hey, how's it going, bro? And shout out to Orla, I'm sorry, Oria, Miss Luz Morales Meza, showing us mad love, saying hi. Thank you so much. And once again, Dot Long, who says she loves our music. She loves our energy. Appreciate you, Dot. We love your energy too. Check her out on Clubhouse. She is going dumb. She is probably one of the hottest Clubhouse creators in the world right now, and on Instagram. So show Dot some love on Clubhouse. Man, Johnathan, dude, you're definitely building a future of work organization, and one that I always encourage CEOs and executives to think about. For you, what are some of the trends in the future of work? Whether it be Pinji is kind of like a future of work company in a sense, but what are other trends that you've been really excited about and you're noticing?
It's a good question. I don't necessarily resort to trends, to be honest with you. Like you mentioned Clubhouse, right? And it could be the best platform on the planet, right? I think I'll answer this in a very different way, and this is how I'm structuring my life. I have removed close to all forms of distractors in my life to only focus on the things that matter. And again, somebody can disagree with me, but that's just my opinion. Things like Clubhouse, I'm not even on it. I deleted every single Instagram post that I have. I deleted it off my phone. I deleted Facebook off my phone, because I'm just in a different place, right? And I hope that we can kind of all scale back a little bit, especially during the pandemic of everything that has happened, to realize what is actually important, versus that of just the vanity of promoting and everything else like that on social media. And again, there is a very strong reason for that to continue that and to stay relevant. But for me, I really want to try and go back to basics and focus on what's important. Create real sustainable businesses and not these get rich quick schemes where it's like, I want to download an app and raise $1 million. Let's find a way to actually help people, instead of creating some like weird app that's probably going to get downloaded like once and never again. Or used once and never again. So that I hope, I know it's different than what your question was, but that's what I hope the trend becomes.
Dude, I love that, Johnathan. Yeah, no, really building actually companies with a cause. Dude, I know exactly what you mean, man. And it sounds like you're living an essentialist lifestyle. And I'm a big believer in essentialism myself, man. But you're right, dude. One of the things that I'm on Clubhouse. I'm active on it just because we have to for our company. There's some of our
100%.
communities on it, right? But the reality is that I don't believe that the world needs more companies where the only thing that the company cares about is your data. Like I'm tired.
Sure.
I'm tired of even me personally, I'm tired of that platform.
That's a good point.
I love your point of view, man. I want to show love to Junaid Ahmed, who's saying it's so important to build that focused mindset and remove those distractors to work on what really brings value to life. Totally love this concept. Thank you so much for sharing that lovely point. Dude, Johnathan, what do you think about Mr. Ahmed's thoughts, man?
Yeah, I mean, everybody's in a different place, right? Everybody's going through different things. Everybody has different experiences, and for me, staying focused as much as possible and not getting like I would get to a point where I would just like check my phone every single day, every like 10 minutes. I'm like, oh, I got a notification, like this is really important to me. And I really started looking at it, and I stripped almost every single follower as well. And I realized that like my followers don't matter, right? Like, again, this is just me. Like, the people, if I want to post something, that's fine, right? That's a different aspect. But I've started worrying more about other people, and I'd stopped worrying about myself. And that's when the real change happened. You can post as much as you want. From my perspective, post as much as you want. Do your thing. I'm personally not going to watch you. However, there is going to be a sector that will. And those are the people that you want to talk to. Those are your fans. Those are your followers. Create those. I'm just not going to be one of them. I'm going to stay in my lane. I'm going to do what I know is best. I'm going to do what I do best. And I'm just going to continue doubling down on and investing in myself. So that's my overall thoughts on what that comment was.
Yeah, no, that's powerful, man. For you as for the next generation of creators, do you think it's in their best interest to make sure that they kind of own their own media and distribution and what like is to the point of what you said, like you guys are building an amazing company, Penji. It's a different culture. There's truly a cause behind it. How important is it for creators, people who are creating, whether it be companies, media, for them to really build a sense of community with the people that they serve?
I think community is hard to build, for sure. I think owning your own content is the utmost importance. Whether you have a podcast, whether you have a YouTube channel, you don't own your Instagram followers, obviously. Um, you don't own your Facebook likes. So if you can find a way to build a followership based off of those principles, I think that's incredible. Uh, but yeah, I mean, you have to own it, everything. So we've actually become the way Penji was grew was because of SEO and content creation.
Wow.
So we write close to 5-6 times a week. We rank pretty well on Google. We also do a ton of advertising as well. However, the foundation was driving as much traffic to our website as possible. And we achieved that through SEO. And we own that because we own the website. Now we don't own Google, but we have distribution channels that if we wanted to put out a blog post, we can get it in front of 10,000 people in the click of a button. And that's powerful. So I would say to the creators out there, whether you're a graphic designer or whether you're anything, find a way to create an email list, find a way to own a website, and post as much cool content as possible. Clubhouse, TikTok, that could go away in a second. Literally, it can all go away in a second. Charlie DeMeo, if she were to lose all of her followers, what is she worth? 0.
Yeah.
If she has the emails, maybe, but outside of that, like you're done. So I would say email is probably the best bet. Owning your website is the second. Driving, just creating cool stuff. And if you're thinking about this and listening right now, like, I don't know how to do it. Create some type of subscription for free. Create like a daily newsletter. You're a music guy, so like share the playlist. Share the playlist inside of an email group. In order, hey, do you want to listen to the coolest music like I do? Sign up for this email. Use social media in order to get those emails. But create the list, and every day you send out an email to somebody talking about how dope the song is and why whoever was made it. Like, it's small things like that go overlooked, but that makes all the difference.
Love it, man. Do simple better. Shout out to Mrs. Oriah, who's saying, you are right, Johnathan. You are right as a P. Man, Johnathan, dude, it was lovely having you on the show, man. What would be your most powerful takeaway for our amazing community of guide members?
I would say that if you're embarking in the world of entrepreneurship, it sucks. It really, really sucks. But the lows are very low and the highs are astronomical. And so if you're listening right now, and just take that and remember that, because it's going to change, ebbs and flows. But also know that it's the long game, right? You got to play the long game. I literally did the same thing every single day for 6-7 years of my life.
Wow.
And I don't regret a single day of it because it allowed me to be where I am today.
Wow.
And that's the type of grind that it takes in order to, in my opinion, to succeed. And so if that's not you, that's fine. You could work for somebody. But if that is you, just know what the hell you're signing up for, because you're what the heck you're signing up for, because it's going to get real, and you got to be ready for it.
100%. Shout out to Johnathan, man, for sharing gems. And, want to cap it off with Mr. Ahmed, who says, I believe that each social media channel is just a way back to bring folks to your website and email list.
Absolutely.
Building that list is where the entire community exists. Much love to that, Ahmed. That's great thinking. Johnathan, man, dude, we got to have you back on, bro. Hopefully when you launch that book, man, because it sounds like you're working on a book, bro.
I'm not smart enough to have that, but I'll be honest. Maybe one day, I don't know. If it works, it works. But I want to help people. Maybe a book, but I just like helping people. I like sharing my story. I think I'm very real with how I approach things, and I appreciate you allowing me the ability to share our story, my story, with your audience, and I couldn't be more grateful for the opportunity. So I appreciate it.
Oh, absolutely, John, man. Keep killing it, man. I'm a customer of Penji. I love what y'all are doing, man. And I'm definitely a lifetime subscriber, man. So keep killing it, man. I rock with CMOs and founders such as yourself, man.
I appreciate it. Thank you very much.
All right, man. Talk soon, homie. And that was the homie Johnathan from Penji. Please make sure to check out Penji. In fact, I am going to be sharing Jonathan's link in the comments so you can follow him on LinkedIn. He's super active on LinkedIn. And also, he's super active at Penji. So check out Penji, the online site. In fact, I am sharing Penji right now because Penji is an amazing tool. If you are looking to find a graphic designer at one flat monthly rate. In fact, I need to share my referral link because I actually don't get paid if I refer you. It's, I'm just putting you on. But you need to check out Penji. It's amazing. It's literally amazing. It's the best. I literally had graphic designers on demand to allow me to create this amazing graphic design post for our recent batch of founders that we invested in through my personal firm. And it looks so good. You've probably seen it. I've been posting it anywhere. It looks so good. And I'm like, bro, this company is lit. They're truly lit. I don't say every company is lit. There's some lit companies and some that are not lit. But Penji is lit. And I need you to check out Penji. Tell your friends about Penji. Tell your friends about Penji. And show Penji love. And definitely find that graphic designer that you need because you cannot use Canva or you suck at creating graphics. And sometimes you just don't have time either. So check out Penji. With that said, thank you so much, Team Guide. We are on Forbes. We are part of Forbes Next 1000, which has been crazy. People have been blowing up my text messages. People have been blowing up my LinkedIn DMs. My comments have been blowing up online about our Forbes feature. We didn't see it coming. I didn't see it coming. I'm grateful for it. And I'm grateful for our community. And it's a testament to all of our hard work for the last few years now in terms of building Guide and more importantly, having you all show up for Guide in our platform. So please, thank you so much for making it happen for us. In addition, get your tea. We are running out of tea. So many people are buying the tea. The demand is through the roof. But check out bigblacktea.com to get your big black of tea, big bag of tea, and more importantly, find peace in the moment. So check out bigblacktea.com. In addition, shout out to the homie Terrence McRae who's talking about the Close the Deal show, the closethedealnetwork.com. I don't know if this is Terrence's show, but check it out. He's putting it on, the Close the Deal show. Thanks so much, Terrence. I'm going to continue grinding, man. Forbes next 1000. Forbes, man. Forbes is, man. We're killing it, Terrence. We're killing it, man. Keep building, my brother. So closethedealnetwork.com. Please check it out. Don't know if that's Terrence's company or show, but check it out. He's showing it love. He's referring to it. So please check it out, Team Guide. In addition to that, if you are a creator and you're building something, you're creating something, you're evangelizing something, you're educating the world on something that is awesome, that's interesting, and you want to be a part of our Guide beta, please sign up for creator access at guideapp.co. We are currently redesigning our website because so much has changed with our company and our brand over the last few months to a year. And we are currently doing that right now, working as hard as possible. But you can always sign up to be a part of our beta. So check out guidegroup.com and join this amazing movement with us. Sip the tea and learn more. All right, y'all. With that said, I am not going to leave you all out cold. And today, we actually have a very special back-to-back episode. So I'll be seeing you all soon. Definitely ride out to a smooth mix by Mint Condition from the album Meant to Be Mint. Let's get it.
This feeling I feel for you, I had to know. Was it love you felt too? Not through your words, but the way that you looked at me told me just how much you really care. So don't you try forever in your eyes. Just let your heart really guide you to love infinity. Forever in your eyes. Here we are, baby, the time is right. Now there's no doubt, what I feel is right. So just say the word, 'cause I'm in it much too deep to turn away. So please say you'll stay. Don't you try and hide your feelings, 'cause it's so very plain to see. Forever in your eyes. Your heart will guide you to love infinity. Forever in your eyes. Cause it's so very plain to see. Forever in your eyes. Your heart will guide you to love infinity. Forever in your eyes. Forever in your eyes. I can see forever in your eyes. Take you I'll never be true. My hopes and dreams, I've realized that you I'll never be your sugar. I'll never leave your side. I'm lost this here forever. I can see it in your eyes.